And welcome everybody to our bonus features segment. The first thing we're looking at are the likely areas for GPS errors. The total electron content forecast is the coupled thermosphere, ionosphere, plasmasphere electrodynamics model of the likely electron densities around planet Earth. People that live around the equator are aware that their GPS will not work well around noon especially, but at nighttime they usually work pretty well. And we see some minor anomalies here, but things are fairly orderly at the moment. Some unexpected GPS errors perhaps happening around Antarctica. So what you're looking at there is the total electron content in between your GPS satellite, which is at about 12.5 thousand miles. Help us get to 12.5 thousand subscribers by pressing subscribe if you enjoy the content. We've got some minor charging hazards kicking up here over the Central Pacific. Those are caused by the lower type energy relativistic electrons. Here's the 1 year chart of the relativistic electrons from solon.info. And here's a 3-day chart. And we see this cratering of the electron flux as we typically do when we see high-speed coronal hole wind streams. So that's a regular characteristic there of a coronal hole wind stream, folks. The lower levels of electron flux and a little bit of chaos happening, but things still fairly orderly. We are expecting another pulse. Make sure you watch our Fields and Features segment, which premiered before this video, with more in-depth analysis of solar flares, sunspots, coronal holes, and the magnetic fields associated with those, and the Earth. Next, the relativistic electron forecast model. You can see the observation coming in here a little bit lower than the forecast. I'm going to agree with this green box here for NOAA's forecast for tomorrow. Next, we'll show the ionosphere. The F layer is located at about 300 kilometers of altitude. Feel free to pause the video to further look into electromagnetic radiation, thermosphere temperatures, and chemical components of the upper atmosphere. Here is the F layer of the ionosphere in vibrational frequency. Some anomalies certainly happening there. Let's bring up the anomalygram after this plays through one more time here. So here's the anomalygram showing anomaly in megahertz from the 30-day median. So some low frequency anomalies lingering around the northern hemisphere there. Anyway, let's show the latest image. Here is 12:15 Universal Time ionogram, 12:15 Universal Time anomalygram. Here comes some even more features. First, I would remind you to press subscribe if you enjoy the content. Tell your friends and foes about us. Press share. Share on your Facebook, whatever your favorite social media is. Let us know in the comments. What is your favorite social media? We're all over a ton of them. So make sure you share the videos over there. Tell your friends and foes about us. Welcome to the Neo-Renaissance. We are in the process of writing a publication explaining the mechanism underlying the solar sunspot and solar polar field reversal cycles. So please help us out by visiting our links. Perhaps check out the Red Bubble Shop. Perhaps become a member of the Smash Team. Smashamesh.com/Smash Team. Gold and silver members receive additional information nobody else gets to see on the internet. Similar to Patreon, just a little bit better because we're using our own website. Also, check out the Red Bubble Shop. You can find links below the video to that as well. We've got all 27 of our designs up only through the day today. They'll come down tomorrow. So if you've got a design you've got your eye on, maybe pick it up today. And when I say eye on, well, pardon the pun. There's also a sale going on through tomorrow. You can save 20% on all products on the Red Bubble Shops by entering the promo code 20flash20. Again, enter the promo code 20flash20 to save 20% through tomorrow. And here comes some additional bonus features. Here's the Cerro Tololo, Chile ground-based solar observatory. Quite a lot of filaments here on the Earth-facing side of the sun continue. Massive filaments down here in the southwest, Also in the northeast, you can see some prominences. We even saw some crown prominences when we were doing show prep. We'll see if those are still there momentarily. First, the latest intensitygram and colorized magnetogram. So here's sunspot 2954 and 2955. They're mostly stable over the past 24. 2956 is still a sunspot. It's still beta class. It's looking pretty weak, though. 2958 is the most likely place to see significant flares. It's actually grown ombre since we did show prep, so it's rapidly growing there, sunspot 2958. And for all you people frightened of shapes, it is in a triangle shape, so I know how scary shapes can be. There is a triangle shape of ombre there. And there's 2957. Maybe a new group forming ahead of it, too, so we're seeing an uptick here in solar activity. What else can I say? There's 2957. High-res imagery of the fields. There's 2958. Again, the most likely place to see major flares. 2956. There's 2955 and 2954. Seeing some significant prominences here in the northern hemisphere. This is the NASA GOES 16 SUVI ionized helium imagery. And you can see some crown prominences happening up here around the solar pole. Something that we see associated with solar maximum. So we're about 2 years early to see solar maximum-like conditions. Of course, the sunspot numbers really aren't getting that high yet. Radio flux not that high yet, but still, we're seeing a sudden early ramp-up here throughout solar cycle 25, and it looks exactly nothing like a grand solar minimum. Sweet prominence up here as well to the southwest of the North Solar Polar Field region. We'll close out with some more imagery from the SDO. Here's the same wavelength, but from the SDO. It's got a narrower field of view, but a higher resolution. You'll also see a C3 class flare in the lower left of your screen there. That's from sunspot 2957. And remember, folks, the best wavelengths to view solar flares are 131 angstroms and 94 angstroms. Here's 94 angstrom from the SDO. Great view of that flare there. And it's about time to close out this video. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Congratulations on realizing the channel exists, and may that solar wind be at your back.